Hello, I'm Dana Moore, your Director of Broker Relations, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Jed Etters, Coldwell Banker Manager for Rancho Santa Fe and Del Mar, and thank you for joining us, Jed.
Dana, thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure when I get to spend some time with you.
That's awesome. Recently we spoke and I so enjoyed your story of how you got started in the real estate business, and I would love it if you could share that with us.
Yeah, when I got started, I was pretty young. I was actually about 15 years old. And back in the day, back when I was a kid, they had title runners. I know this is really weird. We used to print everything out and we would take the title reports and I would physically take them to the realtors' offices all in the area. And this was in Southern California. So I just run all around as a title runner. And that's how I got started at 15. And then, when I got to the legal age to be able to sell real estate, I was able to get my license, and I thought, gosh, I'm not making any money. I'm already at the bottom. What do I really have to lose? Just go ahead and get into real estate. So I sold my first house at 19 years old.
I think that is so awesome. What I'd love to hear, and what we'd all love to hear, is a little bit about your office and the agents in your office.
Yeah, so we have about 120 agents here. Our main office is in Del Mar, just right off of Via de la Valle. I also have two other offices, so we have a total of three offices. One in downtown Rancho Santa Fe, and then also another one in downtown Del Mar. And it's a good group of people. When we talk about our agents, one thing that we really look for are people that want to be part of a team and a family. The thing that I've learned in over 26 years in the real estate industry is you really want to have people that play in the sandbox well together. When you have people looking out for themselves, I give them an opportunity to be successful somewhere else. It needs to be a team. It needs to be a team sport here.
I love that. I love that. What advice would you have to give to somebody starting out new in the business, especially in this climate of things that we've never seen before?
Well, I was talking to someone yesterday, and that was new in the business, and I think that there's so much that they really need. But I think that the number one thing that could really help someone be successful as a new agent is to find a really good mentor. And when you find someone that has already blazed a trail, it's a lot easier for them to show you how to get there. And yes, times were different, but I think the actions are very similar to what you need to take. I was talking about, somebody said, well, what did you do to be successful? And I said, well, I handed out about 1,000 cards in 3 months. They said, well, where did you go? I said, everywhere. I was like, I'm in the line at the grocery store and I'm like handing out my cards to everybody there. I'm like, you want a good deal with real estate? And she said, well, did it work out for you? And I said, well, I eventually ended up having a team of 5 people and was selling 30 houses a month. So I said, I guess it worked out okay. But I think that the point being, maybe handing out business cards, that wouldn't be the way today, but you have to get in front of people. People have to know you.
Yep, that's awesome. And finally, can you tell us something fun about Jed Etters that not everybody knows?
Fun. I got to work today and it's April 1st, and every single one of my employees had a sticky note on their screen that said, don't listen to Jed, it's April Fool's Day, as a reminder. Probably a geeky thing about me. I really like exotic fruit plants. That's pretty geeky.
What would be an exotic fruit plant?
Have you heard of a miracle berry?
I have not.
So it's a plant that if you grow it, you get these little berries that are pretty tasteless. But the reason why it's called miracle berry is because it has miraculum in it. When you chew one of these berries up, you chew it for about 30 seconds. And then for the next 2 hours, everything that's sour tastes sweet.
Well, that is a miracle.
So you drink lemon juice and it tastes like the best lemonade you've ever had.
Was something I never knew, never heard about. And
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So you can grow that here in San Diego.
that's very cool. Jed, thank you so much for joining me on our Broker Spotlight. I so appreciate you.
Hey, Dana, it's always a pleasure. Anything I can do. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time on the next Broker Spotlight.